My name's Lynn Collier, and I appreciate you coming to this Zoom event tonight. Jimmy Emerson has got a party going on at his backyard with all of his Las Vegas entertainer friends, and they're going to talk to us about some songs and some stories and good times. So, and it looks like he's got some big drinks, big fun. After this, we're going to do a short presentation on our Wellness Savings Club. We'd like you guys to stay for that, and I'll mute myself, and Jimmy can take it away.
Okay. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you very much. Well, it's true. It's me, Jimmy Emerson. People ask me each month, when are you going to do it in drag again? And I said, when it's not 100 degrees and I'm not outside. But that's not the real reason. I'm new to this Zoom show, and I want to thank Lynn Collier and everyone involved, Rob Schlegel and all the people at Spectrum Magazine. This is my third time, I think, to do this, so I'm getting the hang of it. We did it last month. Last month was special. It was kind of nuts too, but I think that's more fun if it's impromptu and more like unrehearsed. Last week, my sister from Texas was here, Sandy. We were in my kitchen last time, and we were having a couple of cool and refreshing beverages, as I do, only on special occasions. And this is certainly a special occasion. So last month, like I said, my sister was here with me visiting for a while, and we always have fun. We cook. She's a true Southern gal, and I'm from the South too. We all were born in South Texas, Orange, Texas, Beaumont, close to Houston, if you don't know. And she has the ultimate Southern accent. I know that I do too, but I've worked for years to try to get rid of it, but it sticks around. So I said, well, screw it. I'm just from the South. I'm a Texas boy. I can't help it, y'all. How you doing? So we had a great time. She cooked what they call, I think they call it hot water cornbread. And she fried it. We had made a big pot of lima beans and cabbage. And it was a good old South. She told a couple of fun stories. And I hope that they're all tuning in. My sister with her grandkids, Rhett and Logan, my niece, my favorite niece, Becky, her husband, Jason, and of course, my sister, Sandy. If you're in there in Texas, say, howdy, howdy. So that was fun. And we're still pretty much under quarantine, as most of you know, here in Las Vegas. We're in phase 2. I know, where's your mask? We're in phase 2, where the hell that is. You still have to wear a mask, but Vita and I go way back, and I'll introduce her in a second.
At least 5 minutes.
At least 5 minutes. And I have made my original cocktail is called a quarantini. And of course, it's a lot of vodka with a full ½ ounce of hydroxychloroquine, because you want to be sure to get plenty of that.
Of course.
You know, I mean, it's good enough for you know who. It's good enough for, I wouldn't touch it. But anyway, I'm just glad that you're here. One of the main reasons we started this with Spectrum Magazine and Lynn and experienced people, and I hope a lot of people are tuning in, is to promote my all-new club that's coming up. I have never actually owned my own nightclub. I've worked in a million of them, as we all have. I have a few friends here. We'll show them off in a minute. But this is very exciting for me. You know, I'm almost 47 years old. But it is a lifelong dream, and it looks like it just might actually come true. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., I'm sure I'll be up because I go to bed early. Of course I will. We have our final meeting, but this is the #1 thing in Las Vegas, our final meeting with the Nevada Gaming Board to get our final approval for our gaming license. We have our liquor license. We have going to, God willing, have our gaming license. We've got a beautiful bar that's almost completed. It's taken us over a year. We thought it would just be a couple of months, but without boring with all the details, it turned into, we got this wonderful space. I love the location of our club. It's on Twain, and what used to be Swenson. Now it's called University City. It's 2 blocks from the Fun Hog Ranch. You know that club. Big Flowers. That's right. Yeah. The pig ranch, the big farm. And it's also 5 minutes or less for what they call the Fruit Loop. here in Las Vegas,
How
which is,
apropos.
well, there's the Piranha and the Quads and a couple of clubs there. And we're only less than 6 or 7 minutes from the Strip. So I'm excited because
Location,
I always,
location.
I always said if I ever had a club, I would want it to be casual and fun, but always entertainment. That's my forte. I love to perform. I love to make people laugh. I've been in Las Vegas for 35 years. I came here in 1983 after meeting a wonderful friend, Mr. Brett Wall. He had a show called Bottoms Up. Vita was in it. We'll talk more about that. And I got to know every single person in Las Vegas, including the mayor, eventually the mayor, Oscar Goodman. I think, Lynn, you might have a picture of that, with me and Breck and Oscar in his office. And it was always nice to meet people in power, because that's how you get things done anywhere. You meet people and they either like you or they don't. And I'm blessed that most people like me. They come to my shows and I have a great time and I'm very honored.
You're the Sally Field of Las Vegas.
Am I really?
Yeah.
They like me.
They really like me.
But it is fun for me. So on that note, after we got started in the 80s, I worked in Bottoms Up with Breck for years. We toured, and then I got my job in 1985 on the Strip, Riviera Hotel, in a wonderful female impersonation show called An Evening at La I worked with Frank Marino and some extremely talented people that are still kicking today, most of them. And shout out to Frank and to Kenneth Blake, and I should have struck this Stephen Wayne, Sammy Gonzalez, oh God, Crystal Woods, so many of the wonderful people that I've worked with for years and years. And so many of them, a lot of them are not with us anymore, but it's all right. Well, Larry Edwards, Hot Chocolate, that's a real plus, because Hot Chocolate, Larry and I worked in the 70s in Houston, Texas for years. Larry got me my first hosting job at a huge discotheque, and that was a big thing back then. If you could entertain back when everybody was high on something, you know, still are, but back then it was the deal. And Larry Edwards' Hot Chocolate, the top of the list. If you had hot chocolate in your show was a definite hit and sold out. So Larry and I became very good friends, and he's helped me so much in meeting people and getting to know Las Vegas, along with Brett Wall and so many people. I could go on and on. I know some people, Sean, are tuning in tonight. I just want to make sure that I reach out and say thank you. I know my good friend Sean Bond from Bottoms Up. We called her the black girl in the show. She was the only black girl in Bottoms Up for years and years. And Breck would introduce her. Please welcome the only black girl in the show. He'd say this. And now Sean would come out and she goes, yes, I am the black girl, the only black girl in the show. It didn't seem that big a deal back then. It does today. But that's all right. Black lives do matter. White lives matter. Blue lives matter. The blue man group, they matter, don't they?
Exactly.
For heaven's sake, we all matter.
Even the Jabberwockies.
And I don't want to get into all that. We've all been quarantined for so long. I'm so thrilled to have wonderful family and friends. It's been kind of easy for me. I know that my friend from Texas, Mark Allen Smith, is there. Mark, I hope you're there. From Miss Edie from Humanity is hopefully tuning in, and we hope to be doing so. Christopher Kenny, thank you for tuning in.
And Jamie.
Neil Dorfman is out there. Michelle Holiday, my right arm, love her. They're all out there. Jim McCoy, normally a man, I love him. He's so funny. And from Texas also, some really people that have helped me a lot and have worked with me. Bubba McNeely is one of my favorite people on the planet. We've done a lot of things together. He's on our lineup in our new club, because I'm going to have a full-blown cabaret club. It's part of the whole club, but we've got a little bit of everything for everybody. But before I go on and on more about the club, we'll talk more about it throughout the evening. I'd like to kind of walk over here and start the musical part of our show, because we are coming to you today from one of my favorite people's poolside. I think I said this already. She is a star in so many ways. She's won Emmy Awards, and she has appeared in the longest running musical comedy on the Strip called Menopause the Musical, and I just like to say this. Hey, old friend, what do you say? Old friend, are we okay? Old friend, are we okay? Time goes by, everything else keeps moving. And we get continued next week.
Most friends fade, oh, they don't make the grade. New ones are quickly made, and in a pinch, sure, they'll do.
But us, old friends, what's to discuss?
What's to discuss?
Old friends, here's to us. Who's like us?
Damn you!
Be the true, everybody. Give it up for Pizza.
Spilled a little of my drink. That was alcohol abuse.
Oh, no, don't do that anymore. Before we get started, can I borrow this? It's
It's
very neat. Welcome, everybody. Vita Drew.
Hi, everybody.
I kind of told them who you are. Most people know who you are. You've been around the block.
Oh, please. My husband's here. Be
Oh,
nice.
okay, well, that didn't stop you before. Randy is here. He's a postman, and he will deliver your package, trust me, on time and overnight. Right?
He's always got a package to
He's
deliver,
always
honey.
got a package.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm excited.
I'm
This is like-
excited too.
This is fun.
There's so much going to happen with the club, and I try to keep people. I get so many emails and phone calls and messages all the time from everyone. When is your damn club ever going to open?
Yeah, when is that club
Well,
going to open?
I'd say with great confidence, we're going to be open the first week of July, hell or high water.
Yay! Thank you to our studio audience.
Thank you. Without boring with tons of details, we got this beautiful spot on Twain and Swenson, right down by the Boulevard Mall. Like I said, close to the Fun Hog Ranch, close to the Piranha, close to the Garage, very famous place. And we're right
You can
there.
literally go bar hopping.
You can go bar hopping in our neighborhood. Our club, the location, it's a strip mall, but it has a huge parking lot that's super well lit. So we feel very safe about that. We're going to have every little bit of everything. We're going to have, full bar, full gaming, all the machines.
How many TVs? I
We're
heard you're
gonna
going to be
have
a sports bar too.
17 widescreen televisions
Fun.
throughout. That's true.
I can bring my husband. I'm
Well,
a
he
football
likes his
widow.
sports.
He loves his
What's
sports.
his team?
The Green Bay
Go
Packers.
Green Bay! Yeah. Because my husband's a baseball fan. He likes the Oakland A's. So does Oscar Goodman. Did we ever find that picture of us, Glenn? It doesn't matter. I just wanted to show an old picture of me and Brett with Oscar because he's always helped us. He had a little hand, I'd like to think, in helping us get open, especially our gaming license. But if Jim Lash happens to be on, is Jim on?
Hi, Jim.
I can't see, but if Jim Lash is on it, can we unmute him and have a chat with Jim? Because he's kind of he's in charge of all the marketing and promotions for our club. And he and I have been friends for 30-something years. We met, back when Jesus was in the 3rd grade. I mean, seriously, a long time ago.
I thought Jesus
So
was
if he's
homeschooled.
on, if he's not, that's okay. He was going to sign on to talk about the sports part because, for what I understand, we have support from several actual national sports teams.
Like
the Golden Knights,
You do?
the hockey team.
Wow.
Well, let me back
Nice.
up just a second.
All right.
We have been blessed to have been in contact and hired. We couldn't hire her fast enough. An incredible manager to run our club. And a lot of people know her. Her name is Tisa Romero. She's known as Lady T in the gay circles.
I love it.
But she's worked lots of sports clubs, major clubs. She really knows everyone, and she's so professional. We're so excited to be working with her. She's the one that's bringing us supporters like the Golden Knights. She has a rapport with them because she supported them in other clubs. In fact, they told us, I think I'm allowed to say this, that any time that the Golden Knights game happens to be blacked out in Las Vegas, we are one of the authorized clubs to actually show the game.
Oh,
in our
really?
club.
Oh,
And-
that's
and
nice. Yeah.
I mean,
Very nice.
You know, I'm not a big sports person, but here's as close as I got to sports. In junior high, high school, and college, I was in the marching band. I played the what instrument do you play?
The baritone.
Trombone.
Oh, trombone.
Ra-da, ra-da-da-da-da, ra-da. See, I like to be able to go out like this. It was practice. That's what it was. Anyway, I blew the playing director. Shut up. Anywho, we want to thank Tisa for that, and Jim Lash, my business partner, also Neil Dorfman. There's three of us that own the club, and the beauty with it, Vita, is that we all bring something specific to the table.
Like what?
Well, I bring my big mouth and my big tits, and yours, I guess, and my entertainment background. I know so many wonderful people, fabulous entertainers, well-known, and cabaret entertainers, people that work on cruise ships, people I've done shows with. Yourself. I mean, look at all the people you and I know. It's just here in Vegas. I mean, real celebrities. You know.
Who are you going to have?
Well, Carrot Top, my friend Scott told me months ago, when I told him about the club, he goes, Jimmy, I am there for you. He's such a great guy. He's a great guy. So we haven't actually got a date for him yet, but he's pledged his support. Kelly Clinton, Clint Holmes.
Love Kelly.
They're good friends of mine. We've known them all for years.
That's wonderful.
Vita Drew. We've got Elisa Fiorillo, used to sing with Prince. Gosh, there's so many local people that I could just drop names all night. Let me just flip my paper. I made some notes here. LaWanda Jackson, Miss Gay Everything, Miss Gay Texas, Miss Gay America, Miss Gay Continental, is going to be a big part of our club. She's going to have a weekly show, we're thinking, at the moment. Like I mentioned, Bubba McNeely and Jimmy James from Texas. My dear friend Sharon McKnight, who won a Tony Award years ago for her role in an off-Broadway show. And she's a famous, well-known cabaret entertainer. If you haven't seen her, look her up. Sharon McKnight. You can't miss her. I learned a lot from Sharon. She's a true cabaret performer. Not only does she sing amazing, she's got all those old, stock jokes and fun stuff that we did in Bottoms Up. Do you remember any of those? I'm trying to think of one. Oh, this is a knock-knock joke. We didn't do this in Bottoms Up, but here's one. We did. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Emerson.
Emerson who?
Emerson, nice boobs you got there, lady. Stick, but it's fun. And look up Sharon McKnight. She's got the joke of the day. I think I told this one last time. I won't tell it. What is that? By the way, thank you for letting us use your beautiful backyard, your patio, your pool.
Listen, it's
and
my
you set up a whole thing, a sound system.
You can thank my husband, Randy.
The hot, cute mailman husband.
My mailman.
Where is he?
He's around here somewhere.
Get in front. Tell him to take his clothes off and come out. It's all good. I know I'm missing a lot of people. I know that there's so many people, especially
and we got our studio audience. We've got Jenny Litter. We've got Tony Torres. We've got Christy Copeland.
That's right.
Hank Emerson, who's also going to be part of the bar.
He's our
Matthew Dougherty, unbelievable performer and dresser to Aerosmith and the Stars. Jimmy Owens. We've got the girls over there. We've got Michaela and Caroline. And of course, who could we do without Mike and Glenn? So thanks.
Yeah, Michael's our cameraman today, and my right arm as far as moving out to where to go. And, it's nice to have good support.
It is.
Not just a bra, but a good support.
Good support.
That's right.
Yeah. Here, you're getting too close. Let me give you a mess.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's too late for us.
It's too late. Yeah.
We can sit next to each other.
We're brewing antibodies right now.
So. I think we're coming up with a cure. Anyway,
honey, listen, neither of us will ever get it because we have too much vodka in our systems.
No.
Yeah.
I've got a question.
Everything.
Hey, look who's here.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah, is this place handy capable? Could I get around it easily in my wheelchair?
If you could.
That's a great question. And you know what? Not to sound whatever, that's been one of our issues because the building that we rented was not completely handicapped accessible. It is now. That was one of our things. And you know what? I have no problem with that because I have many, many friends that need that. and I'll probably need a suit too.
So now
to be
what
able to
about
get
like
around.
outside on the curb? Can they
Outside,
come
there
out
is
from the-
easy access. There's an extra wide door to get in. There's plenty of room. You can sit, and we had to make not one, but all of our restrooms ADA accessible. And the women especially have their own private room, especially if your hand is fully ADA accessible, every bathroom that we have.
That's
And
wonderful.
we didn't mind spending the money for that because you want that, because we want to be open to everyone. So
That's
thanks, good
wonderful.
question.
That's a
To answer your
great
question,
Thank you very
yes,
much.
you can sit anywhere you want.
What did you say, sweetheart?
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome. And that's a good question. That's been one of our delays, but not just that. It was, we didn't know. There's a thing called a grandfather clause.
My neck's
If-
hurting.
if
I
you've
gotta
ever-
look at you better.
Okay. If you've ever opened a business or bought a home, whatever, a lot of times you have to get approval. You have to get permits, and you have to submit. And so when we got into this over a year ago, we didn't realize it was going to be so intensive.
Okay, can I just tell you that the stories you have told me of what you and Neil and Jim and Hank and everybody have gone through is unbelievable. I can't believe the hoops that you guys have had to go through just to do, like, to build a wall or to take a wall down or to add
Or to put in a
refrigerator,
plug.
to make the bathrooms accessible.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
that's okay. We're 99.8% done. We're going to open first of the month. I'm telling you, it's my goal. We're going to do it. I saw Tim Dunn somewhere out there.
Where's Tim Dunn?
Watch.
Hi,
He's gonna
Tim
come out.
Dunn.
Where's Tim Dunn? Tim and I go way, way back. We have stories that we can't tell live on things. Is Tim still there? No. Can we get Tim on?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi.
Hi, Tim Dunn.
You look
There.
fabulous.
You
What
look
happened?
fabulous. Sitting by your pool and just relaxing and being
Good.
divas.
Tim and
Hi,
I.
Timothy.
We met back when I
Hello,
first
Tony.
moved to Las Vegas in the 80s, and we've been in the same show. If you don't know who Tim Dunn is, well, he's done so many things.
And you're in a cave.
He's a preeminent Dionne Warwick,
Dionne Warwick
tribute artist.
impersonator. And there's a whole nother show we could do on that. The beauty is Tim Dunn not only was, probably still is, the best impersonator, he's best friends with the Dionne Warwick.
I know, I've heard the
That's
story.
how I've
It's
met her,
fabulous.
through
I
Tim.
love it.
And you got to remember, this was back in the 80s and 90s and up to 2000.
Honey, I was just a babe in arms.
Me too. But Tim would
I wasn't
impersonate
born.
Dionne Warwick, flawless, and Dionne loved Tim. And Tim, correct me if I'm wrong, he got actual, what's the word, approval from the NAACP that he was doing a tribute because of the blackface thing. He was just
No, it's actually not a
impersonating
blackface thing.
Dionne Warwick. If you want to take, I'll shut up, Tim. You tell the story.
I wanna hear
Well,
it.
considering our current climate, I think it's best to kind of walk that line a little, straight and narrow. No, actually, because when I started impersonating Dionne, that was a question. So I went directly to the NAACP in Los Angeles. And they said, no, as long as what I was doing was actually paying a tribute to an individual and not, and like in 1920s anti-black minstrel. And so I invited them to the show. So they came. And the civil rights attorney, everybody came. And they wrote a commendation for me. I'm currently the only, there you are. I'm currently the only Caucasian individual in history to impersonate an African-American individual to be commended by the NAACP. And then also Dionne and her family endorsed me, and so does Burt Bacharach and everybody else lying around loose. So there you have it. And there you have it.
Tim. And Tim, not only an incredible performer and one of the best friends in life. We have lots of stories to tell. One night, backstage at La Cage, I have a
One night, there are many nights.
right here. And one night, somebody brought some nachos backstage. Oh, yay, nachos. Crunch, crunch, crunch. And crunches knuckle and my
I'll never
my-
forget this.
what's it called? Yeah, it cracks right in half. And we had another show to do. We were between shows. I went, oh my God, I can't lose my front tooth for 3 shows. I know I'm a comedy act, but I wasn't doing many pearl. I mean, come on. Anyway, I grabbed him. Girl, what am I going to do? He goes, hang on. He got out some 5-second nail glue. He's hold still. Got a blow dryer and glued my tooth together.
Wow, I love
That's
it.
a little backstage shit, but yeah, that's the kind of friend Tim and I are. It's like, hey, whatever comes up, I got your back.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
like you and me.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you for tuning in. Oh,
Thank you,
let's move
Evan.
on. I'm gonna watch my time here. I don't want to overdo it.
Make sure you give Miss Vita a big hug and kiss from me.
Mwah. Mwah.
I mean it. Thank you, Timmy.
And Lynn
let's
told
see,
you,
let
like,
me-
Tim, will you shut up? I'm tired of you taking over this whole thing.
No,
I'll
you're
leave you
fine.
the show.
And I hope you feel better soon. Tim's
I
had
do
a
too.
leg thing, and I know he's healing up. He's a very strong
Yep.
man, and he also works for. Wait, I'm gonna say it wrong. Berkshire Hathaway. He's like their top salesman. Tim can sell anything. He had me working for him years ago when he worked at a skincare, Neostrata, Exuviance line. And he took me everywhere. Exuviance. Sorry. And wow, everything he touches turns to gold. So thank you
Don't
again.
spit out your tooth at Vita.
I'm so proud of you. Call him if you need real estate.
Ooh, that was a nice plug right there, honey.
No, I.
Wasn't it?
Where were you when I was doing real estate?
Thank you, Timmy. All right, we're gonna move on.
Thank you.
Oh, where was I? Okay, I talked about the club, all about that. Jim Lasher, there is. Okay, we're gonna do a song that I found, that I heard, and I think it's cute.
Oh. All right, I have to earn my keep here, right?
Yeah, I've gotta put some lyrics. Hang on. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
A question.
Yes.
A question.
Yes.
It's something that I cannot figure out, and I hope you won't say no. It's all about my sister.
What?
My sister. My sister. She's joined a nudist colony. No. And what I want to know, what can you get a nudist for her birthday? What kind of birthday present can you buy? Tell me on the level, can I sing her a muff?
A what?
A muff?
No, you didn't.
You know. No muff too tough. I said no right over the end.
Muff.
I did.
Yeah, well, honey, I've said worse in my day.
I know it's true they wear a smile, but that can't be enough. What can you get a nudist for a present? The things I used to give her would be gone. I'd send a check with dash it. How could she go out and cash it? What can you send the nudist? What can you send the nudist? What can you send the nudist when her birthday comes along?
That was very Ethel Merman.
You know, we did that
That's
show.
a Peter. Yeah, we did
We did
the Book of Merman. Yeah.
Book of Bourbon.
Book of Merman.
We've done it all.
Shout out to Kelly Wright and Bill Payne.
Who was it? Who was it? The girl that couldn't do it that I replaced? Fabulous singer. Oh my God, she's gonna hate me for forgetting her name. Lou Denise's friend. You know who I mean?
Oh, Denise?
No, Denise Clinton.
Oh, Denise.
Yeah, Denise,
yeah.
not the nephew. Denise.
No,
Okay,
she's
all
a
right, that's
woman.
enough of that.
Shout out to
That's
Denise
enough.
Clementi. She's a one
Okay, we're gonna move on so we don't run out of time.
Can
Vita,
someone
as you know,
bring Push Kitty?
her out. She writes a lot of original music. Now tell, how many Emmy Awards did you win for writing?
3.
Just 3?
3.
Well, I had none, so you win. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for that. Vita wrote a song a while back, I guess, and it really still fits you to the day because your daughter Journey has just graduated high school,
She
top
has.
of her class, and we couldn't be more proud of that for her and for you. You must have raised right. How she got that done with you as a mother?
I
Oh,
have no idea. And
I-
can I just say, shout out to all the seniors out there because this year really, it sucked for them. So I just love you all and, Godspeed and have a great, don't let this define your future.
So I want you to do that song that you wrote that I love about being a
yeah.
wonderful, wonderful
Oh, okay.
mother that you are. I have a name for you. It's got mother in there, but it's not the same thing.
All right, I'll do it just for you,
Thank
honey.
you, sweetie. Be the truth.
I'm the luckiest of women because I've given birth. Yet all I have to show for it is just some extra girth. Wait, can I swear?
Sure.
Children are amazing, especially when they're mine. But I'll try to keep it clean. But I couldn't deal with them without countless boxes of wine. So I don't make homemade cookies, I buy them in a box. My way of disciplining might seem unorthodox. I take my kids to Chuck E. Cheese so I can get a beer. I'm the mother of the year. Modulation! For my children's birthdays, I spared no expense. I take them to the bars with me and watch them through the fence. My kid makes great martinis, shaken, never stirred. And they know if someone cuts me off, to just give them the bird. So I take my kids to movies that aren't rated G. They know that in my house, it's always about me. They think that I am God, and I love to smell their fear. I'm the mother of the year. Thank you, Matthew. Well, they're still too young to drive, but I don't give a wink. Here, kid, take the wheels so mommy won't spill her drink. Strip clubs and gay bars, my kids, they learn a lot. And if they get too rowdy, I'll just give them some pot. Well, they've never been to church, but their morals are intact. Remember that shoplifting is just a part of the act. They're smarter than their classmates. It's almost like we're peers. I'm the mother of the year.
That's why I'm wearing this time.
Well, I'm a soccer mom, just like all the rest. Except I wear stilettos and I like to show my breasts. Fuck those homeschool bitches who think their shit don't stink. I'll be at the schoolyard wearing nothing but my mink. So I take my kids to movies that aren't rated G. They know that in my house it's always about me. I take my kids to the bars with me so I can get a beer. I'm mother of the year. I'm mother of the year. Fuck those kids.
Well, I guess
Thank you to my studio audience.
I guess if you can't curse, you can now. That's so funny. Thank you, Vita.
Thank you, my love.
God bless you for doing that. You know, I've got a couple friends here. We have so many friends.
We are so blessed. Can I just give a shout out? We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
And we're social. This
And
is
everybody's doing a part. We got the famous kitty litter. We got Tony Torres, both professional performers, and Miss Christy Copeland, amazing. Jimmy Owens, who is like, you know, the man about town. Hank
he knows
Emerson.
all the dirt. I know that.
He does know all the dirt. Hank Emerson worked for Chris Angel for far too long. I don't even know how he made it through. Beautiful little Caroline, Christy's daughter, who's an amazing singer, and her little cousin Michaela, beautiful girl, and we're welcoming you from California. My handsome husband, Randy Drew.
I'll get Randy real quick.
The sexy Matthew Dowry. And Michael and Glenn.
There we go. You know what? We've got a couple of minutes. Can we, Tony, would you want to do a quick thing with Vita? You guys are so fun together. Come on up here. Seriously, no, come on, sing something with Vita. You guys are great. Yeah, free performance in you.
Twist my arm.
Tony Torres.
Wipe that mic.
Shines in your eyes, color them wonderful, stop me and steal my breath. And emeralds from mountains cross toward the sky, never revealing their depths. Tell me we belong together, dress it up with the trappings of love. Be captivated. I from your lips instead of the gas, a heartache that hang from above. Love me your shoulder. I'll be love suicide. I'll be there when I'm older. I'll be the greatest man in your life. Angry all the 10 rooms, we lie awake in my bed. You're my survivor, you're my living proof. My love is a lot. Concentrate. I'm dead. And tell me we belong together. Dress it up with the trappings of love. I'll be captivated. I'll anchor your lips instead of the gallows of honey that came from above. I'll be your crying shoulder. I'll be love suicide. I'll be there when I'm older. I'll be the greatest in your life. The greatest man in your life. The greatest fan of your life. Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much. God, I love Tony. He's so versatile. I saw him in many murder mysteries. He's the best Prince impersonator.
He's one of the preeminent Prince impersonators. No, tell everybody about him. We found him like on 52 websites.
Well, yeah. Well, it's a legend now, or I don't know what you call it. Tony was performing at Dodger Stadium. Dodger Stadium, doing a wonderful Prince impersonation because you sound so great. And he should tell the story if we're running out of time. He fell off the stage. He didn't just fall off intentionally. He's walking and singing. He's in the moment. He took a step and boom, fell in the orchestra pit.
Yeah,
but he didn't miss a note. In fact, he got up and he went, woo, or whatever you did, just like Prince. And it's on that MTV. What's it called? Ridiculousness.
Yeah, it is on Ridiculous.
At least every couple of weeks I see it.
All you have to do is Google,
Google it. Prince falling, and it's right there.
Yeah, I think he's gotten more hits than Murray Sawchuck.
He's got more hits than your husband.
Honey, please, my husband's around gay men. He's got way more hits than Tony.
I know. We got to move on real quick. Chrissy, how are you? Do you have a quick song you want to do? You want to do a quickie? We've got about 5 minutes left, so sing something fun. This is.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Something fun.
Well, by the way, this is Christy Copeland. She is the former star, well, also one of the longest running showgirls in Las Vegas, of Marriage Can Be Murder, and also of amazing bands in town, The Crush, Fleetwood Nicks, all sorts of different things that she does. She's a heart impersonator. You're amazing. So,
thanks.
yeah.
And I used to live next door, so my liver is thanking
The
me.
liver is evil. It must be punished.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you want to do?
Let's do something fun. Let's do some Linda Ronstadt or
Okay.
something. Me.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Clearly. I've been cheated, been mistreated. Everybody. Where will I be loved? I've been pushed round, I've been put down. Where will I be loved? When I find a new man that I want for, it always breaks my heart at you. It happens every time. I've been made blue, I've been lied to. Where will I be loved? Give me some of that Diana. I'm gonna wrap up. Excuse me.
what? We killed all our numbers.
When I find a new way, get on. He always takes my heart and you. It happens every time. I've been cheated, been mistreated. Where will I be loved? Where will I be loved? Tell me, where will I be loved? Thank you all so kindly. Thank you very much.
You never know who's gonna drop by Jimmy's and Madison.
Or your pool.
Or my pool, for that matter. No.
We're always running out of time, so
I
we're
wish
going to
we
do.
had time for Matt Doherty. He's
Well, I
such a
do,
great
but we
singer.
don't. We've got to move on with this.
Oh, by the way, can I tell you something
I
about
love
Jimmy's sister?
Matt, though. He sings with us all
Can
the
I tell you? I met Jimmy's sister. Jimmy's sister and Hank's sister, and I just love her so much. This is for you, Sandy. When she said to me, she goes, "My colors are camo." So I have a Green Bay Packer pink camo. Okay, girl, right there.
time. Sandy, there's your camo
There's your
hat.
camo, and it's pink, girl.
Yeah, she bought a camo recliner. I was just had it delivered to her house. I said, yeehaw.
I know,
What's
right?
that show called? The Duck Dynasty?
Duck
She's a
Dynasty.
big fan of that show. Let's move on.
I know.
Love your hat. Can we get a quick look at, we had aquatic entertainment tonight, direct from SeaWorld. It's Shamu, everybody. Please, in the pool, also known as Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty in the pool. Oh, girl, you look like a seal. It's wonderful. Me and Miss Kitty used to have a show together at SeaWorld. Yeah. I was Orca and she was the other. Shamu, that's right. Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to wrap it up because I want to thank Lynn and Spectrum and Experience and everyone.
Oh, yeah, thank you
for
guys.
letting
Thanks,
us
Rob.
do promote
Thanks,
my
Lynn.
club. I appreciate you guys. Jimmy's at Madison's. Vita's going to be a mainstay there. We're working on which nights we can have piano bar and people. We know so many wonderful people that sing and carry on. That's my dream, to have a bar just like that. It's just about to come true, and I'm very excited about it. Very excited about it. I did want to mention we are going to have a Miss Sin City America pageant. We'll talk more about that next time. For now, let's play.
Oh, okay.
This will be our wrap-up closing. So.
All right, here we go. Talk for
Yeah,
a second. I need
yeah.
to-
On that note, thank you all for being here. My brother Hank is here tonight,
Here we go.
and I got to tell you, from day one, Hank has stepped right up. Didn't even ask me. He just said, "Jimmy, I'm here for you," and he's been there. And he's kind of the glue that's holding us all together. Literally, it's like gorilla glue. It's that strong. So good to thank you again for doing this.
baby. Love you.
Hey, old friend, what do you say? Old friend, are we okay? Old friend, are we unique? Time goes by, everything else keeps changing. You and I, we can continue next week.
Most friends fade, or they don't make the grade. Now they'll quickly need and it'll sure they'll do. But old friends,
What do you say, old friend?
What do you say, old friend?
Here's to us. Cocktails. Cocktails. Who's like us? Damn you. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Look for me next month, the Jimmy Emerson Show. Oh, my special guest, Tommy Rhodes. Thank you. Are we good?
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Lynn.
Jimmy. It's always a pleasure to see you.